Dude, you suck at this game.
Whatever, man. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the next update video that was going to happen eventually. I'm sure somebody out there was waiting on this, right? Because, I've been meaning to make one of these for a while now, but life has just been fun lately, so I haven't been able to do that. And it seems like every time I try to make plans, something goes wrong. So I owe it to you guys, or to you person listening to this. Maybe somebody in the future might look this up and be like, "Oh, I wonder where Kyle was at this point in his life. Let me read his update video. Read it. Let me just pull up the transcript. I'm not gonna watch it. I'm just gonna read it. What the hell's wrong with me? As to what I've been doing. Okay, so with the lack in videos comes the inevitable explanation as to why they weren't there. And today, as is the trope with me and Alan, it was due to a technical error, hardware, whatever you want to look at it. So I had a request to bring back the Halloween hack, and it didn't come back because, well, I had to do it on the native hardware, and the $15, $10 capture card, surprise, surprise, which wasn't working when I first got it, right, just decided to take a dump. I mean, the audio it's like been thrown in a wood chipper, and it's scooting along at 1 frame per 5 seconds. It just went to junk, and I messed with it for like, I don't know, a few hours, and I got real mad and gave up. And then Earthbound, I don't really have an excuse for Earthbound, to be honest. I rearranged the office, and I haven't had a lot of room to set everything up yet, but that's something that will change eventually. It's on the bucket list, guys. It's going to happen. It might take several years, but I'll get Earthbound done. I'll have to do it in stints. So, with the immediate channel sort of discrepancies set aside, I want to talk a little bit about what's been going on in my life. So, since I last updated, I was getting married. I think I told everybody I was getting married. And I did. I got married to the love of my life, who is awesome. I'm enjoying married life very, very much. And we have really not even begun to get our lives put together. And we already have a kid on the way. So, yay, I'm going to be a dad in January. So, that's something. I'm still very nervous and kind of excited about it at the same time. The only piece of advice that I've given, the only comforting fact, well, okay, so I haven't asked around much for advice as to what I should do, becoming a new father and all that, but the one thing I am doing is just taking it one thing at a time and not overwhelming myself, which I think is a very important thing to do. So I take that advice from me. If you are, if you just got your girlfriend, wife, daughter, whoa, no. If you just got your wife or girlfriend or fiance pregnant, oh Jesus, oh boy, don't panic, panic a little, but don't panic a lot. Just deal with what you can deal with in the here and now, in the status quo, and then, when you get to it, you'll get to it, and just take it one step, one hurdle at a time. So, I'm always, right now I'm like, am I thinking the same thing? I imagine a lot of soon-to-be fathers are thinking, like, am I going to do this right? Am I going to do that right? And it's like one of those things, like, you could do all the preparing in your life. You can go take classes, you could go to college and learn about parenting and all that other stuff, and I guarantee you still won't be ready. You still won't be prepared. You can spend your entire life babysitting. You could, when you're a baby, you could be babysitting other babies and like, wow, I know babies inside and out. I haven't studied them for 20 some odd years. I'm going to be an excellent parent, and you'll have your own kid, and it'll just be like a completely different thing, because it's a very different experience to have your own child, and it's also every child is different. So it's just something that it's going to be exciting and fun. I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, that's what I've been dealing with. On top of that, I've been pushing to get a new job a little bit harder lately, so I've been on the job hunt. Trying to avoid long-term commutes, but so far I haven't had a whole lot of luck. So at the moment, my life, as you could tell, has been concentrating on that. on top of some other things. So if you're wondering, well, you know, surely you have some free time. What are you using it all with? What are you doing? What are you doing for your free time? Well, if you're curious, there is a little thing called Retro Reset Pod. Yeah, you might have heard of it. Probably. It's a podcast I'm doing with Alan Jenkins, the guy that used to be, or ASOS from the channel. You know him. Earlier videos. We make a podcast now about going back to it's a podcast about playing games the old school way. We go back to 1990X. We'll play some old school, some new school, some interesting school, weird school games. And then we play them as if we're back in the year 1990X. So without any guides, without any walkthroughs, no internet, just two guys in our Discord of neighbors, and we ask everybody, like, you know, hey man, I need help on this, to see if just based on common knowledge they might know how to help out. So the example is the most recent game we played was Legend of Zelda, the original one, and it went poorly for me. And hopefully this next game, which will be Gunster Heroes, will be a little bit better because it's a little bit shorter game. But on top of that, we also do side quest episodes, which are like, so they kind of alternate. So we'll do a Retro Reset Pod where we do one on a game, and the next game, or the side quest will just be a weird side tangent on random topics. It's always fun. So if you feel like joining, come jump on our Discord. It's at Retro Reset Pod Discord. I don't know how you do it, but I'm sure you can. I'm not very good with the social media. It's Alan's baby. I'm just kind of along for the ride. I'm pretty dumb when it comes to the kind of stuff. I don't know why. I was like 6 months too short to be like in the computer age, I guess. I don't know what's wrong with me. So, with that out of the way, I guess I should probably talk a little bit about what the plans are for the future. So, right now, besides the real life stuff, what channel stuff is going to happen? Fret not, I still plan on using the channel periodically from time to time to upload a few videos. I just bought a new capture card. So hopefully, and this one isn't a cheapo $10 capture card. It's a $200 capture card. I'm hoping this one doesn't cost me any crap. I hope so. Anyways, it's an HDMI pass through 4K whatever blah 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 Gamer Pro 2. It's AverMedia. It looks like a giant Toblerone. I'm sure it'll just do great. I'm going to attempt to record the footage for this update using it, and hey, look, it's working. So if it is working, you're actually probably watching Dragon Quest Builders 2 on Switch, which I've been playing the absolute tar out of every chance I can get. I finally beat the main campaign. It took me like a month, and it was great. It's great. I love that game. If the capture card didn't work, you're probably watching Minecraft or City Skylines or something. So, if it's not playing Dragon Quest Builders 2, then welcome to my world, right? I mean, it's my life, you know. We did the podcast. Oh, so I don't know if I should go into too much of a tangent as to how I got the capture card, but it's kind of funny because I went over to ASOS's house just a past week or so, and Retro Reset Pod did its first stream. We had a few peeps stop by, a few fans stop by and say hello, and that was a lot of fun. But what you guys didn't see was the before of it. They didn't see, I guess you guys didn't watch it because there is no you guys. Am I speaking to anyone right now? Whatever. It's either I'm thinking too much. I'm going to stop thinking too much. So no one got to see the fun parts beforehand. So like I brought a capture card over, which he used before in his computer. He bought originally for his computer. He said, here, I'm not using it, go ahead and stick it in yours so you can use it. I said, okay. So I brought it over here and I used it. I used it to record Earthbound. That's how I got my Retron, was using the Earthbound thing. I can't use the Retron on Halloween Hack, so if you're wondering about that, I can't. It's a hack, it won't run on it, so there you go. But anyways, it was working great on my computer. It was working like a dream. So we took it over to his house. We're like, oh, this will be fun. We'll just pop it in. Real easy. Smooth as cheese. Smooth as easy cheese out of can. It was going to be easy. Right? So it had worked before. Keep in mind, it had worked before. It was originally purchased for his computer. So we got there. Like, all right, we're all good. We got everything set up in OBS. We got all of our notifications ready. we're ready to go. Let's go buy some snacks and let's go like prepare for the stream, right? We were super pumped. So we got back and we hooked the capture card in and we're going to test it out, make sure everything was working okay, and it doesn't work. Doesn't work. Just refuses to see the capture card. So, oh, well, maybe it's the wrong PCI port. So we stick it in another one. Nope, it's not working. Just not working. And then we stick it in another one, and then the HDMI wouldn't fit. It was like we had so much trouble with it. It was ridiculous. Then the computer, through our messing with the capture card resets, which I guess it was kind of on us. We should have shut off the computer, but we turned it back on, and all the stuff on OBS had erased. So we had to redo all that. And yeah, so the stream had its moments of frustration because throughout it, the capture card would cut in and out whenever we were playing games on the Switch. And then the icing on the cake was when we finally started to play Stardew Valley together, because we both, I can't speak it. Yeah. We both decided to play Stardew Valley together, so I whipped out the Switch. We're going to jump on the interwebs. We're going to play some Stardew Valley. It's going to be great. Well, for some reason, you can only have one Switch on the router at once, because when I would, he'd log on his internet, and my Switch would not hook to the internet, no matter what we did. So then we flip-flop. I was like, well, maybe I need to connect first. So I connect first, and then his wouldn't connect to the internet. And we were both just stunningly frustrated at the sheer amount of technical problems we had for no reasons, which I think, honestly, thinking back on it, was probably the best way our podcast could have ever made its maiden voyage, because it is a testament to what we are about, which is technical problems. We have technical problems abound. The last side quest was recorded out of the wrong mic on Alan's end. We didn't even notice. It sounded perfectly fine on my end, but apparently, that's just how it goes. Whatever reason, and then Zencaster just randomly stopped picking me up, and it was great. It was good. So anyways, that was a fun little side tangent. I miss doing that, on the internet. I miss being on YouTube, I know, because this is the fun part. As people start to clamor and try to keep up with the algorithm, try to keep afloat, keep those viewers up. I guess I'm more using YouTube as a blog platform that I could vlog, audio log, whatever, or video log, whatever. Platform for archival purposes. It's fun, always fun to go back and listen to and watch my videos back from 2007 and to see where I was then to where I am now. I think it's fascinating. So that's one of my main motivations for it. And I don't care about views. I like them. I like community interaction, but I'll never hunt it down. I'll never monetize any of my videos. I'll never do anything crazy like that. I prefer keeping it low-key. I like being in the gutter. I'm just hiding down there under some leaves in a gutter. It's fine. That's a weird way to describe my channel. But, so, upcoming plans for the channel. Well, I'm planning on starting things back up. If it's at intervals, probably. I want to say that I'm going to start playing the Earthbound hack and stuff like that. But right now, I'm busy with other projects, mostly Retro Reset Pod, making sure that I have all of the knowledge and notes that I need from the game we're playing before I can worry about this. Even though if this capture card works, we might be in golden goose. However, I'm going to need a AV pass-through or converter, HDMI to AV or whatever converter, for it to really work completely, because I don't have, you've been through it. I will try to put something on the channel if I get time. If I get time and if I feel in the mood, I will do it. So as far as what I want to play on the channel, well, I definitely want to pick Earthbound back up. Duh. And also, I'm really having a hankering for penny racers again. So I might need to pick that back up and see if I can get good enough at the game to where I could do the Class B races and not get 8th in all of them. Or 6th or whatever. I think it's 6th. Is it 6th? Yeah. But I doubt I'll ever get any good. That game's so hard. It's so hard. Otherwise, I just suck. It's probably a combination of both. Whatever. And, yeah, that's probably it for my channel. If you guys have any suggestions, or if there's anything you want me to bring back, if I get some sort of community demand, I'll probably be more inclined to do it. I know I had some demand for Halloween hack, and I haven't forgotten about you. It's it'll come back eventually. I'm at a very hard part of the game too, which is just a bummer. Oh well, I'll see what I can do, and hopefully the software and stuff works, and I don't have to throw it out the window. But yeah. Oh, other interesting news. I managed to catch. This isn't relevant. It's just an interesting piece of information. But I managed to get a hard copy of Chrono Trigger. Woo woo! I finally got one. That's a big thing that happened recently. I forgot to mention that. It's a pretty big life-changing event, if I do say so myself. I mean, there's, yeah, okay, I'm having a kid, but then there's getting a hard copy of Chrono Trigger. Yeah, that's where it's at. That's where it's at. Anyway, so there's one last thing we need to talk about before I disappear back into the nether. And that's my other channel that I had. I don't know if you guys knew about it, but DI was the thing that I did. I tried it out, and I didn't like it. So there's only 2 videos. There's supposed to be 3. The second video kind of sucked. I need to redo it. And then the third video was a mess, and I didn't like it. I don't like the camera. So that channel's just gonna go on hiatus until I get a better camera, probably, and some. Yeah, mostly a better camera. The camera we have does the trick for a little bit, but it just bothers me. I don't know. It's too bulky and hard to deal with, and I just want to go pros. Probably what I'm trying to get at. Yeah. So there you go. That's the upcoming plans for the channel. Maybe there'll be some uploads later this month. Maybe this video will hopefully come out sometime soonish. I'm going to try to do it today. We're going to find out if the capture card works today, and if it does, we might be in for a treat. If it doesn't, I'm going to cry. If you guys don't mind, I'll probably just go ahead and cry. Anyways, guys, I'd like to thank everybody for watching and listening and sticking around if you're still sticking around. Much appreciated. I hope you guys have been enjoying the other videos that I posted, and hopefully someday soon there will be some more. Maybe I'll cut my teeth on something a little bit shorter first before I pick back up on anything major. But yeah, much appreciated. Thanks for being awesome. Make sure to check me out on Retro Reset Pod with Alan Jenkins, aka Awesome Sauce, and stay tuned, stay awesome.